Two reasons why I love Wednesdays. One is because of viral videos, courtesy of Hilda Wathithi and Callum Yuval. I had a laugh. And two is because we celebrate our queens. And I have one in studio with me. Before I introduce her, the name of the show is Y in the Morning. We do this every single weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I carry on giving you your fix of edutainment today. I go by the name of Barry Moses, or It's Barry Mo on every social media platform. And you can hit us up at 22162, which is our SMS line. Start with YM254. Don't forget to leave your name and where you're watching us from, or you can hit me up directly at It's Barry Mo on every social media platform, Y254 channel on Twitter, Y254 TV on Instagram, and Y254 on Facebook. So right about now, it's time for Strength of a Woman, and this queen in studio with me is a really strong one. She's training to be a pilot. She has her own limited company called Free Wings, and she's here to share a story with us. Karibu sana, Gladys Kado.
Asante sana.
All right, Gladys. I was reading your bio and the bio of your company.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, I expected an older woman.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry for downplaying or down grading our youth.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that you're doing what you're doing, Gladys.
Thank you.
A brief bio of yourself.
Free Wings.
A brief bio of Gladys first.
Me first.
Yes.
Okay. Basically, Gladys, what can I say? I used to work before for a company, an airline company, for 7 years before I decided to venture into this. And I'm still in school, training to be a pilot. What more can I say? I have a passion for doing charity work. We've done quite a lot. We've done pit latrines, sanitary towels, basically the reusable sanitary towels. Yeah. What else do you...
So Free Wings has been around for how long?
Free Wings has been around for like, what, 5 years now? But only until recently were we challenged by someone that, you know, you need to take the initiative to start registering, because things had started like spreading and all that. Yeah. And initially we do things between me and my co-founder Lydia Nyangaya, and basically we'd do the initiatives to do the sanitary towels. And I remember at some point I'd do flights, come back from work, and she'd tell me, oh, don't sleep, we need to go to Machakos, we need to go to Kitengela.
So you admit it's very demanding.
Yeah. We need to go, there are these girls who don't have sanitary towels. So most of the times we'd pick sanitary towels from either relatives or our friends and all that, and then
So it started out you picking sanitary towels from your relatives and your friends, and just trying to help the culture out there. All right. Before we get to the reusable sanitary towels, according to statistics, I'm pretty sure as a company, you have statistics. And according to statistics, it's a tongue twister right there. What percentage of girls do not have access to sanitary towels in this country?
It's quite a large number, number one. And what people normally forget, they normally think the girls in the rural areas, uko mashinani and all that, are the only ones who cannot be able to have access to
actually
sanitary
in the meeting
towel.
while we were talking about getting you on the show, I'm guilty of being that ignorant in the meeting, and somebody told me it happens in Nairobi as well.
It happens in Nairobi.
Actually, it's right there.
There's so many people who can't afford to have money to buy a pack of sanitary towels every single month, because you'd have to budget and kind of think, okay, should I not have fare, buy unga, okay,
especially food. Food is a very big debate.
And okay, let me take the initiative to maybe use toilet paper or an old piece of cloth, you know, kind of thing. So it's just, the number is high. And then, you know, you get people who come in later on when you go to maybe campuses sometimes, and you talk to the girls there, and then they tell you, oh, but then, you know, I have the same challenge. It's just that coming to voice it out, people still have that kind of feeling that they'll be stigmatized and all that.
All right. So after trying to get these towels from friends and family and donating, you saw that it was not sustainable or something?
No, it wasn't. No.
So where do you interact with
The reusable.
the reusable
So
ones?
I met a friend of mine,
Mhm.
Rachel Kerubo,
Mhm.
and she introduced me to SafePad. So she told me, there are these reusable sanitary towels that really go a long way.
Mhm.
And she told me, here is a pack,
Uh-huh.
go try use it
Uh-huh.
first. So
Before you give it to
before you
the-
know, you start
Uh-huh.
advocating to people, oh my goodness,
Uh-huh.
use reusable sanitary towels and all that. So I used it,
Uh-huh.
and the difference between the disposable sanitary towel and the reusable is like major.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
In a good way or a bad way?
in a good way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I kept calling. I'm like, hey, it's like this. She's like, yeah, just relax. Yeah, it's just a sanitary towel. Because I wouldn't
You wouldn't imagine. You thought it was going to be
I'm
uncomfortable,
thinking it's
low
it's
quality.
a piece of cloth.
Uh-huh.
Nini, yeah.
So you were impressed yourself,
I was impressed.
and then you say this is the future now.
Yes.
So what was the next step you took?
So I looked for my co-founder Lydia, and I told her, oh, there is reusable. She was like, what, reusable? You mean you can actually wash
Sanitary.
a sanitary towel after using it? And then I was like, yeah. And then you don't need to have so much water. You don't need to put jig. You don't need, you just need kidogo soap. And you actually, even when you soak it in water, it kind of rewashes itself because it has antimicrobial treatment and all that. So
And the fabric is well chosen.
yeah. And I challenged her. I was like, okay, I'm going to get you a pack so that you can also be able to use it. So I did.
All right, we can just get a hold of them.
Yeah. So basically,
So this is it right here.
that there is for the day. It's shorter if you notice. Yeah.
Oh, they're different.
Yes.
So this is for the day.
That's for the day,
And
and this is for the night.
That is for the night.
Yeah.
All right. I really want to ask why and what's the difference. You can hold on to yours.
Yeah. The day, that's the day part, and this is the night one. So okay, any girl anywhere would know when you're having your menses and you wouldn't want to also have the challenge of waking up in the night because you're worried maybe you've stained your bed sheets and all that. And
all right, so you need to be safer at night. 'Cause, all right.
Yeah. And practically, okay, I'd challenge any lady out there who's willing to try this. You'd definitely tell me there's a difference. Because you'd wake up and then you'd check because, it's moved. But then because of the clips, it holds fast and the length. So the absorption is...
It's spread.
Yeah.
There's a large surface area for
yes.
doing all the work. And then this is for the day. You can walk more comfortably and everything else. All right. So where do you get them, the supply?
We normally have a warehouse. We have sometimes some women who do them for us. And what I normally tell the people who get them from us that, in a way we're also helping out these women because they do it.
They're empowered financially,
yes. They can be able to buy unga for their families, school fees again. Yeah.
So is it community-based, the women that help you to manufacture these things?
Yes.
All right, you work with women in the community.
Yes.
That's
and then,
amazing.
We've been trying to push for something else because sometimes when you go advocate this in different communities, we've been trying to push for teaching them how to do it so that it doesn't leave it at, okay, Free Wings will come back again and give us other reusable sanitary towels. No. We're looking at...
Education is a major pillar.
Yes. We're looking at, we'll go to maybe Kitoto community, we'll give them a brief on the reusable sanitary towels, we'd tell them, how it's used, everything. And then at the end of the day, we'd also want them to make them, to be able to spread them towards other communities and also for them to make them and sell them. Yeah.
All right. Looking at your company bio, you have your products and services.
Yes.
All right. First, before we go to the products and services, people might mistake this for a non-profit organization, but this is actually a company where you have partners that you've registered the company with.
Yes.
All right. What is it about this Free Wings that stands out? Why did you decide to register it as a company rather than a non-profit organization and just get donors to help you help other people?
We looked at it this way. What if you don't have any more donors to come fund you? What else can you do to bring in money into the company to be able to provide such services for free towards other communities? So that's what we actually looked into. And we do dig pit latrines. We do provide the sanitary towel disposal bins. Yes.
All right. I can see you have reusable sanitary towels, twin pit pour flash latrines, sunset sanitary towel disposable bins, sensitization programs on sanitary health, social and development projects. All right. I can see you're quite focused on sanitation in the community.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think the kids are not being taught well enough about sanitation? And do you think we can incorporate this in like the curriculum?
I wouldn't say being taught well, or
because it goes to the basic. Just look at it.
It all goes back to home. I mean, growing up, you're given the ABCDs. You leave your washroom. You go to.
You can just hold on to it.
Okay.
I think
you leave your washroom. You go. I mean, you use the washroom. You wash your hands. You wash your hands after every meal. You know, the proper ABCDs. But I think we need to spruce it up a bit. You know. And I've seen other organizations doing it with initiatives such as Wash.
Wash your hands with soap.
Yes, you know. And just by sprucing it up a bit in the curriculum wouldn't, you know, hurt a bit, you know. Because people kind of shy off when it comes to sanitation, you know. It's something that's normally talked about kidogo and then,
and it's a topic that people really shy away from. Do you think it's something people should talk about freely? Because I remember when I was in primary school, it was something that every time they wanted to talk to the girls about these things, we were sent very far away. Like it's something really taboo.
And then,
do you think it affects the minds of these girl children?
Yes, it does.
When
and
it's
most of
like
the times when you go do this, we normally incorporate the boy child also. Because now, I mean, this boy will get information from this particular thing. Maybe his sister hasn't been able to get, you know, information on menstrual hygiene and all that. He'd go home and talk about it. So, and, you know, even up to today, menstrual education is kind of, you know, it's enclosed and people still have a certain stigma towards it.
Yes.
You know, and we've really, really been trying to advocate that it's something that should be, you know, talked about freely. I can be able to have a certain amount of confidence to come and tell you, yes, there's this problem that is affecting ABCD in relation to menstrual hygiene. You know, people talk about, Paul, you know, I'm having periods, I'm having cramps. Hey, watch our pite. You don't want him to hear because he's just a guy, you know.
So we agree that the stigma starts with making the boys look at it in a very weird way by sending them away when you want to teach the girls about it. So we should just incorporate everybody, make people understand it's human anatomy first, it's normal to menstruate and everything. All right, so there's a part where you say social development projects, but I'm really focused on education. You teach these girls how to use these things.
Yes.
All right, so when you donate them, you have to give like a pair.
No,
so if
it normally comes in a pack of 4. So there are 4 sanitary towels, 3 for day, 1 for night. So what basically happens, it comes with that, and it comes with this sealable bag that you can place your sanitary towel after using it. So you'd use your sanitary towel. That's maybe during the day, maybe you're in class and all that. And you'd clip it in.
Oh, that is what the clips are for.
See?
All right. Just do the demonstration all over again.
Okay.
Just
so
take us through it again.
You have your sanitary towel here. So basically, when you're putting it, I wish I had an undergarment.
An undergarment. All right.
This is where you clip it in the undergarment.
Uh-huh.
So you're using it during the day, you're in class, you're running, going in between lessons and all that. So after you've used it, now when you go change it, you'd flip.
You pack it really.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. And then you just put it in your bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there you.
And then you store it until you are able to get to a place where you can wash it.
Yeah, obviously home.
All right, obviously home.
Yeah.
But even if you're in a boarding school, you can do it in the dormitory.
Yes. And the best thing about this, because it's treated, it has antimicrobial agents. You can actually hang it indoors. Yeah.
It doesn't need the sun.
No, you can actually hang it indoors and it dries. It completely dries. Yeah.
So the
antimicrobial.
Antimicrobial. They're incorporated in the fabric or somewhere inside there.
Yes.
In the fabric.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. So I hear there's something called a heavy flow.
Yeah.
People flow differently.
Yeah.
The people who are just who have the light flow and the people who have the heavy flow.
This caters for. I think I'm getting to your question.
Yeah.
This caters for all kind of flows basically. Okay. This is weird. On the second day,
don't stigmatize it.
We should stop this. On the second day of any girl's period, you normally get your heaviest flow, and it's like the
worst day of your life.
You get your cramps and all that. So with this, I personally, I'm talking from experience. On my second day, I wondered, because what I'd normally get from the normal disposable sanitary towels, I wasn't getting from this. Yeah, because despite the heavy flow, I wasn't having that effect of the odors and the kind of irritation kind of thing. Yeah.
All right, so it's way better.
Yeah, it's way better.
You can attest to that.
Yes, from experience.
From experience.
Yeah.
Amazing. 22162 is the SMS line. Start with YM254. Don't forget to leave your name and where you're watching as from. We have this segment. This segment called Strength of a Woman, and Gado is here with us. She runs this company called Free Wings, and they're about sanitation, and they're helping young girls go to school and just live a normal life by donating reusable sanitary towels to these girls. All right. Back to other things now. I'd like to deviate a little. You're involved in sanitation. Sanitary towels is one of the things. All right. You also help communities in digging pit latrines.
Yeah.
And what else?
In sensitization.
Sensitization.
Yeah, and we also do the sanitary disposal bins.
Sanitary disposal bins. All right. So these sanitary disposal bins are for disposing
the sanitary
towels. Yeah. Or these are for the people who don't use the reusable ones. All right. Sensitization. Does it cut across the sexes, or it's just for the girl child?
No, it cuts across to generally the whole community. This is where we call in everyone. The father, the mother, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters. And there's a general sensitization. I mean, what can we do to curb down malaria? What can we do to curb down diarrhea and cholera? Yeah.
All right. And do you have professionals to help you teach people these things, or you just do your research and get to them?
We do have professionals. So we go in as a team. Yeah.
How big is the team, by the way?
It depends on where we're going, because generally we can't say we're going to do everything as Free Wings. No, we'd also have to include our other partners to come in and the people who are more efficient in maybe the areas of cholera, diarrhea and malaria, to come in and tell the communities ABCD, so that it comes in as Free Wings together with our partners. We did ABCD. Yeah.
All right. AC from Kitangala says the show iko poa sana. We appreciate you so much, AC. The rest of you can keep interacting with us. 22162 is the SMS line. Start with YM254. Your views, your comments, and your questions are invited. All right. So you say sensitization. It depends. the team depends on whatever you're going to do on the ground. All right, I'd like to know what is the future of Free Wings?
We intend to extend to further communities that are like way in the interior, because you get to meet people who tell you stories that really dishearten, because you find there are communities that don't even know there's something such like as a sanitary towel that's there. So we'd like to expand further, you know, come up with more innovative ways
of curbing these things.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And stigmatization, obviously.
Destigmatization.
Yeah.
What are some of the steps you're looking at taking to curb this destigmatization, or to curb stigmatization rather?
Create a constant awareness kind of pattern. You know, that doesn't just revolve around the girls, you know, also have a place where you can clip in the boy child and all that, so that, you know, it starts somewhere. You know, you can't just say it in your mind, okay, this is what we're going to do. No, I mean, it has to start somewhere, and then, you know, it spreads. So like you get from the boy child, he can go back home and tell his sister, by the way, we had an awareness done by maybe Free Wings, and they were talking about reusable sanitary towels, and some of the stigma that involves.
You feel like in the future it's going to be a normal conversation?
You know, you know, I can be able to come and tell you, oh my gosh, I'm having just a crappy day, I'm on my second day of my periods, I'm cramping, you know,
and girls will not hide.
You know, and then, you know, you would have that face of, okay, let me go get that coffee.
So that is your aim as well,
yes,
to just make it less awkward, as people say.
All
right, the country is petitioned into 47 counties. How many have you penetrated so far?
So far we've done so far we've managed to do 4 only, sadly.
4 only. But you're looking to spread out.
Yes.
All right, I know people might be watching right now and saying, we need her to come to our community. How can they get to do that? And is it workable for people to call you and tell you, these girls are suffering in this part of this country, we need Free Wings to give a helping hand? We can. We have a page. We have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and Twitter. You can also write to us at freewingsproject@gmail.com. All right. And you've had 2 projects so far as Free Wings. The first one was in 2017, running till date. The second one in 2018. Tell me briefly about this before we can wind up.
Should I start with the Purple Movement first?
Start with or like leave the most recent.
No, let me start with the Purple Movement. The Purple Movement project. That's what we had been doing like for the past 5 years with my co-founder Lydia. And basically it's to just create awareness and see how sanitary towels can get to girls, you know, especially the reusable sanitary towels. Because, I mean, how many people can afford a pack of sanitary towels? Despite the fact of it being the cheapest, being 40 bob, but how many people can actually afford 40 bob every
40 shillings is enough to feed families in certain...
And then, you know, it depends with your flow. Sometimes you need 8, for the 40 bob, you need like 2 packs, so that's like 80 bob. And so the Purple Movement project is still ongoing, because we haven't stopped. We still look for areas to take the sanitary towels, and we also look for people who want to partner and join with us. All
right, so it's still ongoing. They can still visit the website, which is
www.freewings.com, but there's some reconstruction that it's going through right now currently.
Alternatively, you can give them the social media handles.
Free Wings. Free Wings, Facebook, it's Free Wings, Purple Movement Project, Purple Movement, Twitter, it's Free Wings, Instagram, it's Free Wings, All
right, as much as you are a company that is sustainable and you do business to help finance your projects. Do you also accept donations?
Yes, we do.
It's
We
allowed
do.
to accept
Yes.
donations
Yes,
as
we
a
do.
company?
Yes. And interestingly enough, we were running like the company the way we would, doing the pit latrines and the disposable sanitary, the disposable bins. And there's somebody who came up and said, you know, I've heard about you guys, and I'd like to contribute ABCD towards you guys. And we were actually in shock, because we kept telling him, no, you know, we're not an NGO. But he was like, yeah, I do understand you're not an NGO, but you know, at least some bit of help would go a long way. Yeah.
If you want help.
Yeah.
Because he saw the power of what you guys were doing. And all right, that's amazing. I like that. So you accept donations. If somebody's watching and would like to support Free Wings, they can head straight to your social media handles and just DM and help out. All right, in 6 months you'll be graduating as a pilot, right? Strength of a woman right here on Y in the Morning. Do you think there's a point in time where you'll merge the two, being a pilot and Free Wings? Like you get to fly to maybe the remote areas.
That's what that's what I have envisioned in my head. You know, it won't take a minute to think, oh my gosh, we need to take this to maybe Lokichogyo. And we're thinking we'll take bus A, B, C, D, you know. No, it would be like, okay,
let's go to Wilson
let's
Airport.
Go to Wilson,
let's take a charter
and
all right.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. There's somebody saying Dido is my neighbor and they're enjoying the show.
Oh, that's amazing.
Do you want to guess the name?
No.
She's called Lydia.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, Lydia, thank you very much for making Dido's day. We appreciate you. Yeah. So there's a point in time where Free Wings is going to merge with your aviation career now.
Yes.
You didn't say goodbye forever.
No.
All right, amazing. Your last remarks to the queens who are watching you right now.
Let's not stop. When we start up something, let's end the stigma and keep creating awareness constantly. And yes.
And include the boy child.
Definitely. We can't leave out the boy child, can we? Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming, Dido. We appreciate you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really feel like we need to say your website again and social media handles for those who are joining us right now or those who didn't get it right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people need to participate in this. One last time, your social media and the website.
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Free Wings. For Facebook, it's Free Wings Purple Movement. For Twitter and Instagram, it's Free Wings.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Gado was with us for Strength of a Woman today on this particular Queen's Wednesday. She has amazing work she's doing with Free Wings. Go check Free Wings online and support if you can. This has been another segment of Strength of a Woman. I go by the name of Barry Moses, or It's Barry Mo on every social media platform. Callum Eval is coming up next with the Girls Talk. You don't want to touch that down.